Okay, starting in the north, in the far back part of the yard, there's a small nursery area with several rows of plants in pots. All of these guys need a little water. There's a whiskey barrel and a large plant here, a couple more behind it, temporary pots that need water. The back porch has several plants in pots, a few more, some temporary pots, some really big pots, fern, other stuff. Next to this garbage pile, there's a few plants in pots that need watered. Up on the hillside is a shrub that's not super happy that was transplanted. He needs a good drink. This new hillside garden here needs watered as well. Behind the pots are more pots. This big grass, it's in a pot, it needs water. All of these shrubs along the side of the house, they are all in pots and need a drink. This pot on the stairs needs a drink. The stairs themselves are somewhat unstable, so please be careful. There are some loose stones and debris. Use appropriate caution. There are a bunch of temporary pots at the top of the hill. These guys need a drink. Down below is an uprooted apodistra with the strappy leaves. It needs a drink too. Just run the hose on it for a little while. This spiny shrub, it needs a drink. It was recently transplanted. This redwood tree, he needs a good soak. Maybe let the hose run on him for about 5 minutes. It's a large pot here and 5 temporary pots over there. They all could use a drink. Don't forget the loose stairs coming down. Please refill the bird bath if you don't mind. A couple more pots. Big pot. Shade garden. The whole shade garden could use a drink. The courtyard area is acting as a temporary nursery. There are tons of pots and plants. Everybody could use a little drink. Even these succulents and cacti on the ledge here could use a little drink. Up the stairs here, a few more temporary pots. This guy always needs a drink. More temporary pots here on the right side of the path, and a few more on the stairs on the left side of the path. They could all use a drink. More temporary pots in the shady area. These guys can all use a drink. I don't know what's going on with that. Steer clear. A few more temporary pots that could use a little drink. Big bamboo could use a drink. Entry pots. More entry pots. More entry pots. More. There's a big entry pot back there that's hard to see, but he's very thirsty. More entry pots. More entry pots. More entry pots. Even more. Even more. These guys need a drink. The agave does not need a drink. Up the stairs, we've got a really big pot. He was recently repotted and needs a drink. A few more pots on the ledge here, they need a drink. A few more pots here at the bottom of this big Douglas fir, they need a drink. A few more pots here, need a drink. More pots. This palm would love a drink. Yep, it's a pot. These guys are all new potted or replanted or rearranged. They actually need a drink even though they're succulents. These guys could all use a drink. These guys could all use a drink. These guys. This area is new, and so even though they're succulents, they need a drink. This area is new. They all need a drink. On the street front, most of these plants do not need watered, with one exception, which is at the base of this grass here. There are baby grasses, and this area needs a water. This whole succulent bed does not normally need watering, but it has a lot of newly planted stuff and it could use a light drink, especially in the back. That tall spiky thing, it needs some water, and there are some annuals and whatnot planted around that need a little water. This bare ground here actually has wildflower seeds planted in it and they could use a drink. Just a light touch though, with gentle rain feature, because otherwise it'll wash away the pumice. Across the driveway, there's 3 pots. The 3 pots could use a drink. Otherwise it's probably good to go. These pots could all use a good drink. This area was replanted. We've got a wilting shrub in there. Again, it could use some water. This bank here does not need water. These 2 plants are new and could use a little water. If there's a pot here, go ahead and water it. Even the cacti, they like a drink every now and then. Again, where there's bare soil, be careful not to use a harsh stream of water because it will dislodge the pumice. This does not need watered. The bamboo does not need watered. This area does not need watered. And that takes us back to the beginning. And there are 2 hoses, one on either side. Each should be able to reach most of the yard. Call me if you have any questions. 971-599-3670. Thank you.